Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the financial self-help book that makes you question your life choices more than a late-night taco binge. Let's dive into this literary masterpiece, shall we? A tale of two dads and a whole lot of confusion. Chapter 1. The Dads. Meet the protagonists, Rich Dad and Poor Dad. One is a financial wizard, the other a financial muggle. Their parenting styles? Well, let's just say one taught their kid about compound interest, while the other taught their kid how to fold laundry. Chapter 2. The Money Tree. Rich Dad believes in the mystical money tree, a magical plant that grows dollar bills instead of leaves. Poor Dad, on the other hand, thinks the money tree is just a ficus with commitment issues. Chapter 3. The Art of Investing. Rich Dad, Son, invest in assets that appreciate over time, like real estate or stocks. Poor Dad, Son, invest in Pokemon cards. They're the currency of the future. Guess who's sipping pina coladas on a private island now? Chapter 4. The Side Hustle. Rich Dad runs a successful business empire. Poor Dad? Well, he's the proud owner of a lemonade stand that only sells lukewarm water. Chapter 5. The Financial IQ Test. Rich Dad, Son, what's the difference between an asset and a liability? Son, an asset puts money in my pocket and a liability takes money out. Poor Dad, Son, what's the difference between a burrito and a mortgage? Son, one is guacamole? Chapter 6. The Millionaire Mindset. Rich Dad, think big. Dream of yachts, private jets, and a solid gold toilet. Poor Dad, think small. Dream of a coupon for 10% off at the dollar store. Chapter 7. The Ultimate Lesson. Rich Dad, Son, money doesn't grow on trees. It grows in offshore accounts. Poor Dad, Son, money doesn't grow on trees. It grows in your grandma's purse. Epilogue, the moral of the story. So, what have we learned from this roller coaster of financial wisdom? Rich Dad is basically Tony Stark with a calculator. Poor Dad is the guy who still uses a flip phone. In conclusion, Rich Dad, Poor Dad is like a financial buffet, some tasty nuggets of truth, a side of confusion, and a dessert of existential crisis. And remember, my friends, life is short, but credit card debt is forever. Rating: 4 stars, because it made me question my life choices, and that's worth something, right? Now go forth, my fellow readers, and may your wallets be as thick as a Shakespearean folio.